I am nervous. Ooh. See, green. It's not crease resistant. Eye pencil. It reminds me of soft berry. Hi friends, welcome to Actually Clean Beauty. On this channel, I review the cleanest makeup I can find and test it on my 46-year-old combination skin. How do I decide what the cleanest makeup is? I read the ingredient labels and I don't rely on the product's marketing. I've been working for a long time on this Inika Organic Full Face Part 1, and I'm super excited to bring it to you. Now, let's get into the video. Hey, I'm so excited. This is my first long form video in like way over a year. I'm excited to be able to share more information with you guys on these videos. First, of course, everything is in the box. I've not used any of these products yet, and I always double check the ingredients. I get them in the mail because sometimes the ingredients on the box are different from what's online. I'm starting with the Pure Perfection Primer. I wanted to test out this primer before today, but I didn't get a chance to, so we're just gonna wing it. One thing I'm not sure about with this, the second ingredient is glycerin. It is hot in here, you guys. The RMS primer did not work for me. It also had glycerin as the second ingredient, so I'm hoping that is not a problem. Glycerin tends to make me a little bit dry. We'll see what happens. Oh, maybe I should read the directions. Apply 1 to 2 pumps onto face and neck. Massage in until fully absorbed. Okay, come on. Do I need to like turn it? It just takes a while, you guys. There we go. I applied my skincare already. I used an exfoliating toner around my nose because sometimes I have... It smells interesting. Is it a slight lemony smell? And I don't know why I'm supposed to put it on my neck, but I'm not gonna put makeup there, so I'm just gonna apply it all over my face. It does smell a little weird, you guys. Does it have lemon in it? Oh, bergamot. Maybe that's it. And it does have lemon oil in it, so that makes sense. Since the second ingredient is glycerin, I have a problem with glycerin, with too much glycerin in my hair and in my skin because I live in the desert and it's a very low dew point here. I feel like the glycerin, it pulls in moisture, but it pulls in moisture from my skin and from my hair instead of from the air because there's no moisture to pull from in the air. I am going to spray my face a little bit with some water. I got this serum foundation. It's interesting that the Pure Perfection Primer is aloe, hence water-based essentially, and this is an oil-based serum foundation. The first ingredient is sweet almond oil. Second ingredient is jojoba oil. So we'll see how the mix of water and oil works. You guys, I am nervous. It's my first long form video in forever and I'm nervous. Patch test recommended, but who does patch tests? Not me. I'm just gonna rip into this. I've heard good things about this. I hope it's good. Ooh. I got the shade Brilliant. I'm going to probably use my fingers for the most part to give me a little bit more control over where it goes. Oh, it's very thin. I had my hair down and it is so hot today. It's gonna be like 100 and something. Wow. I'm just kind of patting it in with the warmth of my fingers. It smooths on really easily. Ooh, it looks nice. I am so excited to try these products because they use organic ingredients. They're all clean. I'm getting enough Inika organic products in the mail that I can do a part 2 of different like foundations. I need a little bit more on these areas. It is very concentrated. That's pretty, and it does look smoothing. Get the old nostrils. How's it looking on my nose? I am so afraid that this glycerin-based primer is going to be a problem, but hopefully it's not. Oops, that's the primer. Oopsie. This is the foundation. I do like how lightweight it is. It's very lightweight. Now, I'm gonna get my rose water spray, you guys, because I'm afraid this glycerin is just gonna take from my skin. So looking up close at my skin, I am a little bit afraid that it's going to cause my skin in part to look crackled as the day goes on. but that's why I sprayed the rose water. Putting a little bit more on my chin because it's a little more red than the rest of my face. And I sweat there, so it looks really beautiful, except it's starting to look crackled already on my nose, but we'll see what happens. Other than that, my face looks really smooth. I was not filming, you guys. I thought I was filming when I was putting the blush on. Let's redo it. Can't, because I already put it on my cheeks. But anyway, this is what it looks like. This is the shade Petals. The first ingredient is sweet almond oil. So that's what it looks like. It's kind of a warm leaning pink with a little bit of shimmer, just a tiny bit. I put this on with my finger, but I also put some on my brush just to build it up a little bit. It's a pretty pink. I did not get their bronzer yet, but I did order a contour palette. It does have a bronzer shade in it, so I think I'm going to use that on my part 2. It's nice. I actually really like that. It's a nice flattering light pink. A little bit up here. Here. I like that. I love blush. Okay, I'm gonna do powder before I put on eyeshadow so that it can help, hopefully, the eyeshadow stick. Let's get this mineral setting powder. Mattify. The first ingredient is mica, and then rice powder, silica, tapioca starch, cornstarch, benzoic acid. Oh, mineral mica. Okay. After foundation, apply a thin veil of powdered set. For oily skin, also apply before foundation. Oh. I have combination skin, so I could have applied it to oily areas before, but honestly I think it might not look good. I don't know. This is plastic. The blush is a nice glass package. Okay, let's just pull this. Oh, okay. I got powder on me. I got powder on my legs. Didn't get out of my dress though. I'm gonna use this big powder brush. Wow, I got a lot on. I don't want powder all over me. It's almost too late for that. I got too much on. Look at how much is on it. Not trying to look too dry. Let's see how this foundation is doing before I set it. It's not gathered too much. Okay, it looks okay. So let's just hit the face with this. I'm not putting powder under my eye because I have not put concealer on yet. But definitely powdering my eyelids so that hopefully helps eyeshadow stick. How's that look? Ooh, it really is airbrushed. I like that. Can you tell? It's pretty. I like how it looks over the blush too. It just kind of looks airbrushed. Okay, pretty. I think it's settled a tiny bit in my dimple, but that happens sometimes. I do like the powder. I got the eyeshadow quad in the shade Flowers. It has pinks in it, free from synthetic pressing agents. I don't know what those are, but that's good to know. Apply shadow to eyelids and blend. Okay, good. I'm filming. Like, oh no, panic. What's the first ingredient? Use mica, beetroot extract. That's good. Cocoa seed, a bunch of good stuff. Okay. There we go. Come out. Here it is. Ooh, it is. Here, I like it when they give the protectors. Oh, it's pretty. I like it. You know I got this one because it's the one with pinks, right? I should have washed my brushes, but I just brushed off what was on there before. Don't pay attention to that. Let's go in first with this highlighting shade. Oh, there we go. I brushed off too much at first. That's pretty. Very nice. I'm gonna do the concealer after this to clean up my eyeshadow. Ooh, shimmery. Okay, it's a little peachy too. I'm gonna do a little bit of this in the perimeter of where I'm gonna have my full eyeshadow look to pull it all together. Since I put it eyes, this is how I kind of apply eyeshadow. And let me go in with, this shade kind of bores me. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the bright one. I love the pink. And this, with my eye open because of hooded eyes, it's easier to see what it will look like that way. Okay. I know some people don't like to wear pink on their eyelids, but I just do. A lot of times pinks pull orangey on me, and this one is doing that. I don't mind it too much. I can pretty much pull off warm tones and cool tones, but I think I prefer how cool tones look on me the best. So I'm leaving space for the dark shade in there. You know, I'm constantly practicing. Like, I don't really feel like I am... It basically looks orange on me. So that's what we're just gonna go with, an orangey look today, I guess. Okay, but I feel like I should at least give this shade a little bit of a try. Let's see what it looks like on the inner part of this little triangle that I made. It's, I think, even more orangey. Just a little bit of that shade. And then this is really dark. It's like a dark gray. So I'm really gonna try just to put a tiny bit in this little area where I didn't put any eyeshadow in the middle there to add some depth. Oh wow. I am not used to gray eyeshadow. I'm like, it's very gray. Wow. I'm paranoid that I'm not filming now. Let's blend. It does blend pretty easily, but it's not moving around too much, I don't think, so that's nice. I am not used to wearing shades this warm, but it does look nice. Not bad. What I think I want to do is add a little bit of, going with this a little bit over the gray, because I don't know how I feel about the gray. I feel like this one matches a little better than gray. But gray could be good if you like to use eyeshadow for eyeliner. That could be, see, I like that. Let's blend that. Okay. I am very interested to try the full coverage concealer. I got the shade Vanilla. First ingredient is castor oil. Second ingredient, sweet almond oil and tapioca starch. Argan oil. It has a lot of nice ingredients. Jojoba, shea butter. Okay, cool. Creamy formula with intense, guys, I need glasses. Intense full coverage pigment. Skin caring botanicals hydrate, smooth and nourish for a crease-free finish. That claim hardly ever holds up, so let's see. Similar packaging to the blush. I like it. It's like the misty glass. Ooh. There we go. I'm gonna use my trusty concealer brushes, but I do want to see what it feels like. Ooh, it's nice and creamy. Oh, it comes with a little insert that of course I can't read because it's very small, but whatever. I don't feel like reading it. Well, maybe it has like it's possible it has important instructions. No, I can't read it, it's too small. So I'm just warming up with my finger a little bit. I'm gonna go in with my concealer brush. I do like a nice cream concealer, and it does feel nice. I did put a little bit of the foundation on my darkness here, but I still have more darkness. I like to put concealer, the smallest amount possible, in the darkest part of my eye bag here, the deepest part, and then blend from there. Oh my gosh, I hear my cat snoring. It does seem pretty nice already. Like, I like the texture of it. I'm gonna get a little bit more on my brush. I'm gonna take my Fit Glow concealer brush, which is really good for the corners. Ooh, I already like it. What is that? There's a little bit of powder here, so it is going to be sticking to powder a little bit, so I'm not sure what that's going to look like, but I want a little bit more right here. I also used this Real Techniques blending brush depending on the area of the eye I'm blending. I use both. So see, I'm just using very little concealer, and I'm going to clean up my eyeshadow with the concealer here just to get a little bit of a wing effect. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now, I did not place any concealer in this area because I'm just so used to concealer creasing. I'll just put a little bit there. See how it does. I actually want a little bit right here too. Cover up those shadows, hopefully. So that looks nice, see? And we'll do the other eye. This is the eye I have a little bit of deeper lines on. I do like cream concealers because with serum concealers, I like to wait to let them dry down a little bit before I blend them, but with cream concealers, I don't have to do that, so I like that. I like this concealer. Let's put it in the place where it can crease. Let's see what happens. If it's gonna crease, it's gonna crease on this eye. And create that wing effect here. I really like this trick for hooded eyes. Kind of making your eyeshadow into the wing. So that looks pretty nice. So should I put powder under my eyes? Look, I'm waiting for it to crease and there's a little bit of settling under this eye. Just a little bit. It's not that obvious, but how can any product possibly claim to not settle into lines? It's just really a tiny bit though, but let's set it. I usually use only this one powder to set concealer. Since we're doing a full face of Inika, I'm gonna use a tiny bit of their setting powder. And you guys, it's kind of a mess. We're just gonna get a very little amount from the sides, kinda. I love these Jenny Patinkin On Point puffs. I always use them under my eyes. Okay. See, just a tiny bit of creasing. I really just put the tiniest bit of powder there, but I'm gonna do that again for this eye. Okay. Let's see. See, it's not crease resistant, but whatever. Did it really say that? Crease free finish. Okay, maybe for someone in their 20s. So let's do that, and then we will do this. It's a crease free finish if you don't put it where you have creases. Then it's crease free. Oh yeah, do a little bit on my eyeshadow, a little powder to diffuse. Ooh, that looks good. It's a little diffused now. I'm gonna do my brows. So I got the brow pencil in the shade Brunette. This is made with vegetable oil, coconut oil. Accentuate your natural arches. Fill in the gaps or enhance color for blah, 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 blah. Okay. Okay, oh, I like this. I'm confused. Oh, okay. I see that the little brush is connected to the cap there. Okay. So already sharpened, don't have to do that, love it. You guys, I was not filming again when I did my eyebrows, but I'm still doing my eyebrows, so this is a new phone. I'm not used to filming in this way, so sorry. This shade Brunette is way too warm for me, as you can see. But the formula is really nice. It glides on really easily. This eyebrow is a bit of a mess, like I need to clean it up. I always have a problem doing this eyebrow. I don't know why. But let's use some concealer and make it look better. But since I wasn't filming, you couldn't see it go on. Here's a little snippet of what it looks like going on. It glides on pretty easily. It's pretty nice. Clean that up a little bit so my eyebrows aren't huge. Okay, I can deal with that. Yes, it's too warm, but it works okay. I feel like my eyebrows are darker than I wanted. That's all right. The brush is attached to the cap, so that's kind of cool. I'm afraid to press stop. I'm gonna, oh yes, I got this green eye pencil in emerald, so that's gonna be fun. Comfortable, long-lasting wear. Coconut oil, bunch of stuff. Okay. I love a green eyeliner. Shall we swatch it? Okay. So I'm gonna put it on the top of my lid. I love this for just like a little pop of color. It's nice. Can you guys hear my cat snoring? He's like outside the door snoring. And I'm just getting as close to my lash line as I can. It's rare to find clean eye pencils that are colors like this. I like it. Should I try to do a wing? I don't know if I want to attempt it. But it's pretty. Should I tightline with it? Let's do this eye first. I really like their formula. They seem skin friendly. We just do a tiny pseudo wing. Probably should have done that when it was first sharpened, but just a tiny bit. A little green. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes before I do the mascara. And I got the Long Lash Mascara. It lengthens in one swipe. It's smudge proof, nourishing formula, yada yada yada. The first ingredient is water, then carnauba wax, castor oil, sugar cane. That's cool. Okay. Long Lash Mascara. Okay, I like that the brush is not too big. Should I do lash primer on that? No, I'm not gonna do any lash primer. It says it's long lasting, so there's kind of a lot of product on the brush already, so I'm not going in really hard with the application. There's kind of a lot of product. I think this might be volumizing too. So in my inner corner, I'm just kind of twisting the brush to try to avoid hitting my eyelid. I don't know about one swipe, but you could do one swipe because there is a lot of product on the brush, but that's how I'm doing it there. Ooh, it is long, huh? I'm gonna go in with my Delium Tools brush while it's still wet to just get the excess off. I don't like a lot of excess. Okay, there. That's about how much product I like. So look, it is lengthening. I like that. Let's do the other eye. I'm gonna wipe this part off. I don't want it to get on my eyelid. Now, while it's still wet, let's go in with this brush. Some people like chunky eyelashes. I'm not one of them. Different strokes for different folks. That is nice. It's a nice mascara. You guys, we're almost done. Last but not least, the lipstick in Flushed. First ingredient is castor oil. That's nice. Then shea butter, jojoba oil, argan oil, avocado oil. That's nice. How to? This lipstick needs the warmth of your skin to soften. Press firmly onto lip to warm, then swipe to apply. Okay. Oh, it says store below 30 degrees Celsius. 100% natural formula that delivers long-wearing, nourishing color. Flushed. Okay. This is a pretty color. Kind of reminds me of Soft Berry by Gabriel Cosmetics. A little bit. Oh, it's nice and soft already. Okay, I press firmly though. Okay. I'm pressing firmly. Ooh, it has some shimmer. It's nice. Must be the mica. Usually I use a lip liner. And it's nice and moisturizing. Ooh, it's pretty. I like it. I am going to go outside my lips a little bit, kind of with the edge of the lipstick, since I don't have a lip liner that I'm using. And on the bottom. Very comfortable and moisturizing. I like that. Should I blot? Let's blot. There we go. Oh, I'm not even gonna use the setting spray because it's not Inika. These are some really nice skin nourishing products. Concealer is creasing a little more. It's not creasing like crazy, but just, you know, it does crease. Like every product. Just a little bit. Not too bad. So I just brushed it away, the little bit that it was creasing. So, ooh, yes. You know what I am gonna do is spray my face with a little bit of rose water because I do see the foundation might be making my nose look a little dry. Just a little spritz. I'm resisting using setting spray. I really want to, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna spray my face with this every once in a while because I do live in the desert. This primer does have a lot of glycerin. Let's see how this works. I have done some of my own research on cosmetics. However, I do find it kind of boring. I would much rather review makeup. So I use an ingredient scanner to help me. The only ingredient scanner I trust is called Switch Natural. It doesn't rely on a product database because brands change their ingredients all the time. Instead, you just literally scan the ingredient label and it flags certain ingredients to let you know that there might be a problem with that ingredient. It actually links to the research so you can click on the link and see for yourself why the app is flagging that ingredient. This app is a one-time fee of $20 and I have a link down below. I do get a commission if you purchase the app through my link. Even if I didn't get a commission, I would still use this ingredient scanner because unlike other clean beauty apps I've tried, it actually has receipts and links to research. Okay, so I'm just doing about a 4 or 5 hour check-in. Things are looking, I would say they're looking good for natural makeup after 4 to 5 hours. They're also looking good for wearing a primer that's super high in glycerin on me. You can see far away things are looking pretty good. Close up, you can see the foundation is settling a little bit into my pores and into some texture on my nose and around my nose. I'm gonna redo a wear test on the foundation with an oil-based primer, which usually works much better for me with oil-based foundations. And the mascara is just starting to transfer a little bit. And the eyeshadow is creasing a tad, but it's not like crazy creasing. And the concealer is settling a little bit as well under this eye that has the deeper lines. But again, looking okay for 4 to 5 hours. Of course, the lipstick came off when I ate lunch, but still a little bit on. I'm gonna reapply. This time, I am going to put a little bit of lip liner on first. I love this Fit Glow lip liner in muted mauve. I really do like this lipstick. Like, I don't have to put on lip balm beforehand because it's so moisturizing. It's really nice. It's a little bit more of a pop with the lip liner. I'm really liking this green eyeliner. It's pretty. So we'll do another check-in in another about 4 hours or 3 to 4 hours. Okay guys, there are some pros and there are some cons. The foundation, as I'm getting oilier, I feel like the dry spots are not as obvious. My pores might still be as obvious, but let's check. I am going to retry this foundation with an oil primer. Yeah, I think that the glycerin in the primer is just a problem. So we're gonna try that and I'm gonna include it in this video. So I tested the serum foundation with the Mahalo Indigo Balm on this side and the OG SPF primer on this side. I thought that it was settling into my pores again, but it's actually not. It is, I think, showing some texture on my nose, but definitely doesn't look as crazy as it did with the Inika Pure Perfection Primer. This primer for me is pure trash. I hate to say it. It's only been about 3 hours or so, but I think I slightly prefer the side with the Mahalo Indigo Balm. This is a really expensive balm that I use for skincare, but you can also use it as a makeup primer. It works well under some oil-based foundations like the Axiology foundation. It's a very beautiful product. I love it. It's the most expensive product I own. The foundation, I think, is not bad. In general, serum foundations aren't my favorite. This foundation would not be my go-to foundation. However, it is really pretty otherwise. So if you don't have large pores on your nose or in general and you love serum foundations, I would definitely check this out because otherwise it just really is beautiful and it is kind of smoothing. So if you don't have those issues, definitely check out this foundation. And you'll see in part 2 the Inika organic complexion products that I prefer. So stay tuned for part 2. The long lash mascara has obviously transferred a lot. Been about 7 hours. I am gonna try this mascara again with eyelash primer. I think that would help it wear longer. And let's check in with the eyeshadow. It's creased a bit, but not crazy. Like, it's not the most creasing I've ever seen or anything. And I think with an eyeshadow primer, it would be really nice. I do wish that the pink showed up more pink on my skin instead of orange. But other than that, like, it's not bad. I'm not like, wow, 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 but I'm also not like, ew, I hate it. Yeah, the eyeshadow to me is good enough and it's nice and shimmery. I really love this green eyeliner. The concealer is still there. Because of the transferred mascara, it's a little harder to see how it's settled right now, but you saw it earlier in the day. It does settle. If you have lines, the settling is not crazy. It's still on, so I think it wore pretty well throughout the day. I would keep it out of areas for the most part that have the deeper lines. I try to just wear concealer in the areas that have less lines anyway. The blush is still on. It's not as vibrant as it was, but it's still there. I do like the blush and the powder. I don't know of really many powders that keep me matte the entire day. And obviously I'm dewy right now, but I really do like the smoothing effect. And the brow pencil is still on, so not bad. I think these products for the most part are pretty nice. Oh, by the way, I put this lipstick on before dinner and I ate soup and it's still on. Look at that. I really love this green eyeliner. I want to try some of their other colors. I am curious to tightline with it, but I'm also a little scared. These shades, I kind of wish I had gotten different shades because I didn't know it was going to pull so warm, the pink. The mascara I think would be good for if you're going to be out for like 4 hours or something. I really like the lipstick. It's nice, moisturizing and light. If any of the products in this video interest you, I have links to them down below. They are affiliate links and I do get a commission if you make a purchase using my links. It's the only way I make money doing this. I don't do any sponsored videos. Everything is unsponsored, unfiltered, so that you can get the most honest reviews possible. Coming soon will be a full face of Inika organic makeup part 2 using some new products I didn't get a chance to use in this video.